Lords defy will of the people over Rwanda bill, says the front page of the Daily Express today. Well, let's just sit on a shelf for a moment that the government's Rwanda scheme was not included in the Conservatives' 2019 manifesto, which means peers could just refuse to pass the bill without amendment. Since when was it the will of the people that the government can declare that the objective truth of facts decided by our courts can just be overruled? Just think about that. The objective truth of facts decided by our courts can just be overruled. If we allow that to happen, it's a big step towards a dictatorship. Why are UK news shows not pointing that out to viewers? If this completely out of control government really believes that is the will of the people, they should call a general election now and ask them.
It comes as the Rwanda bill returns to the Commons.
The ayes have it.
And Tory MPs vote to remove all the amendments made by the Lords, including exemptions for victims of modern slavery and those who worked with the British military.
Just listen to that again.
Tory MPs vote to remove all the amendments made by the Lords, including exemptions for victims of modern slavery and those who worked with the British military.
Since when was that will of the people? The country should be hanging its head in shame. A damning parliamentary report from the Cross-Party Joint Committee on Human Rights has found the government's Rwanda bill is fundamentally incompatible with the UK's human rights obligations, erodes the protections laid down in the Human Rights Act, contravenes parts of the European Convention on Human Rights, and falls short of the UK's commitment to comply with international treaties. And if all that's not bad enough, the report found the actions the Prime Minister is taking actually places the UK's hard-won reputation for the rule of law and human rights in jeopardy. Again, when was all that will of the people? And just listen to the Prime Minister speaking about his bill.
It disapplies relevant sections of the Human Rights Act.
Listen to that again.
It disapplies relevant sections of the Human Rights Act.
He actually says it with a sense of pride. I'll come back and say this every day if I have to. Human rights are universal. It's not for this government to pick and choose who they should and should not apply to. And the Rwanda bill not only strips away basic human rights from people seeking safety in this country, it actually puts all our rights at risk, yours and mine. Because if this government can just snatch away basic human rights from any section of society it pleases, then none of us has rights, just privileges that can be taken away by people in power whenever they want. Again, when did that become will of the people? And if all that's not enough for you, we now know the Prime Minister's law-breaking scheme will see taxpayers shelling out £2 million for every person the Tories want to send to Rwanda. It would actually be cheaper to fly them into space. It's complete insanity.